Keith Brown's going to hit the deck. No one's putting any pressure on him. There's no paint going this way. They have a 5-on-2 situation.
Yeah, there's just no one on this side of the field for damage.
Oh, Keith Brown ruined Ty
Bateman's neck there. He'll feel that tonight.
Yeah, put about 6-7 on him.
Really good placement, too.
Yeah, very, very tight grouping.
Yeah.
It's a tight grouping on that one.
Keith Brown almost looks like he has a limp going on.
Yeah, I saw that when he got into his spot.
He has some weird body language.
When Keith was in his position, I almost said something, but then he kind of got it back in there. I was thinking, man, is Keith hurt? Because Keith's a pretty proactive player in his spot.
Likes to get on his gun.
And he likes to get on his gun. He's very proactive. He goes back and forth. He knows his role very well. But he was a little bit kind of slow to get on his roll. And I was thinking for a sec, maybe he hurt himself as he dove in there.
So first I thought he was trying to hide a hit, and then my second thought was, I hope he didn't hurt himself.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see a hit.
But Keith doesn't hide lots of hits. Yeah. You know, like that's not something I've seen Keith do a ton over the years, and we've been watching him for 10, 12 years now. Yeah, hope for damage's sake that Keith's at 100% because...
Listen, he's got an inside skeleton, and then he's got an outside skeleton with those muscles. He should be fine.
Yeah, and Keith, MVP at the last event, former MVP before that. I mean, they need him going if they want to have their best chances at this tournament.
See if Shock can turn this around. Ryan Gray's going to be very disappointed in them.
Getting caught over a beam. Crawling.
Well, and you're a tall guy.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
6'3"?
Yes.
Yeah. At least you're skinny like Rainey,
Yeah.
so you can fold up like a folding chair and get super small.
He actually coaches a divisional team that I play or I guest for when I go over and play the WCs.
Yeah.
So learned a lot from that.
Sicarios?
Yes.
You play with Sicarios?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
I even played the first event with them this year.
Aftermath actually pushing the snake. This is one of the first teams that pushed this early.
Well, 5:21 to go here. 2-point lead for damage. Rainey in a good spot in the snake, but they do have a body right in front of him. So Rainey is just tucked in. He's got his gun up down this sideline. Ooh, gives up that line, though. He gives up the line for some communication. So now Aftermath should be able to head check. Yeah, so Aftermath is now established a line on Rainey. Rainey going to try to win a gunfight. Comes over the top. Does he get the kill on him? No, he doesn't. Oh, Rainey in a very close snapshot battle with just Morris. I can't see him, a little blocked out from the camera.
That shows Rainey's confidence there because he doesn't have to gunfight with this guy. He just needs to trade with him.
Well, typically, if this was a younger up-and-coming pro player and not a legend Hall of Famer, I'd say, why are you gunfighting?
Yep.
But then he does things like this, and that's why he's paintball famous.
Absolutely.
So he runs the inside highway route
and makes it alive.
And dunks on Morris and stays alive. And that's why you pay Rainey Stanzik.
Take notes, guys.
Only 2 bodies left against 3 bodies on damage.
Yeah, good kill. They still have some good ground here, but looking a little bit better on the real estate with the body up at the D2 position. They're going to get Rainey out here for Tampa Bay damage and Brian Smith in Snake 3. Spider Fusion does have that body in the middle, though, so Smith really has to worry about that angle.
5-on-4 advantage here for damage. Snake corner, back center, Snake 4, small wedge on the D side, and D2. Spider Fusion fills the Snake corner, looking to support the player in front of him in Snake 3.
Chad Bougier gets out of that mini wall, out to the back corner on the D side, and they get a kill inside.
Over the top, Maddie. That
yeah,
was sloppy.
Rich tough death there for Spider Fusion.
Damage immediately tacks on that top side, goes into that 3-4, Maddie. Looking inside now. 5-on-3 advantage here for damage.
Brian Smith, again, taking over the first attacker role from Keith Brown, and he's done it nicely for the most part here. I mean, it's Agent Smith, so no surprise.
That's exactly what you would expect.
And then the D side getting blown open here for Tampa Bay.
Yep, looks like Damage can win their first point here.
So we're going to tie this one up with 10:20 to go.
Yep, looks like Jacob Edwards was the first to go through on that D side.
Just sweating constantly.
Yeah. Here we go. On the break, 5 alive for Fusion. Nope, they lose their second player on the Snake side.
That's Rainey Stanzik, back kill. Oh, but then Rainey gets shot.
4-on-4, Maddie. Yeah, sometimes guys are getting those kills, but they're waiting so long to get that kill that they're getting dinked out too, Maddie.
Yeah.
Saw that a couple points ago as well. Good penetration on the top side of the field for damage in that Dorito 2. Fusion still got 2 in the back center. I don't think they understand how important it is to get a body out of that back center. Yeah, they finally get a guy out of there and he gets caught. The longer you wait, the less chance you have of getting out of that back center, Matt.
Well, and damage is starting to look like damage. They're winning gunfights. They're controlling zones. Yeah, they dropped Rainey, but sitting at a 4-on-3 right now.
Yeah, but they're like you said, and I don't mean to be, I know he's come off arrogant and kind of talk a lot of smack, and most of the time I mean it, but like you said, I feel like Tampa Bay Damage should just be working Fusion, right? Just like dominating, winning every breakout, flying into the key spots, getting a couple quick kills, and then smashing them, and then just kind of like skipping back to the, just based on rankings of the two teams, experience of the two teams, rosters of the two teams.
That's also kind of what it looked like yesterday with Notorious and Fit, right?
Yeah. Oh, penalty. They were just going to win this point, and unfortunately, Fusion catches a penalty now. 2 damage players left alive on the D side are going to get this win.
Well, those are the survivors, but Chad Bougere also barrel in his hand. Out with Stewart, Colt, and Jason are still in the back corner bunkers for their respective squads.
3-on-2.
So Jason's wrapping around. Colt's, again, has the lead to protect, so not really engaging too much in a gunfight, but this is 2 great gunfighters.
Yeah, you don't want to have playing a 3-on-2 against the Edwards brothers.
The Edwards brothers have been in this situation many times before, but they need a few here.
Colt is just running that gun down the tape, so forcing Jason Edwards inside. Jacob Edwards is inside.
Yeah, and Joey is probably hovering near the buzzer, really hoping he doesn't have to concede this point and that the Edwards brothers can pull this one out.
Well, and there's a lot of time left. Fit needs to stretch this point out as long as they possibly can and not engage in these gunfights. Force the Jacob Edwards and Jason Edwards to come down and trade out. Yeah, that's not what you want to do.
Yeah, so Chavez tries to come and trade out with Jacob Edwards, and he ends up losing that gunfight, doesn't shoot Jake. And then Jake's going to shoot Mason as well, too. So now it turns it into a 2-on-1 here in favor of the Edwards brothers and Tampa Bay Damage.
Yeah,
And then he gets taken out. So Jacob Edwards, even limping on that left knee, wins 2 gunfights. Well, he actually protected himself, shot Chavez, who tried to run to trade with him, and then wins that gunfight against Mason. Might have got the 3rd kill. That's definitely going on the list here. In a 2-on-3 situation with no points on the board, Tampa Bay is back in this match, only down by 2. Like I said, with